Welcome to this brief guide on using the SciSpace AI Detector. Ever read a piece of writing and had that nagging feeling, is this too perfect? In the age of AI, it's a constant challenge for educators, researchers, and editors to verify the authenticity of a text. You're sometimes left wondering, are you dealing with original thought or just a sophisticated algorithm? But what if you had a tool that was built specifically for this challenge? That's where the SciSpace AI Detector comes in. It's a state-of-the-art system that's engineered specifically to analyze scholarly and academic content with incredible accuracy. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about this new tool. Now, just a quick heads up before we dive in, this video is a sponsored collaboration with the team at SciSpace. They've provided me with access to their AI detector for this tutorial, but as always, all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are entirely my own. I'm super excited to show you what this tool can do. So, let's get started. Alright, let's dive in with a clear-cut example. I've asked Gemini here to generate a few paragraphs explaining Einstein's theory of relativity. Now, the text is well written, it's accurate, and honestly, it sounds quite human. I've copied this text to my clipboard, and I'm going to paste it directly into the AI detector input box located here. Once the text is in, the final step is to simply press the Analyze button. As soon as I click it, the system gets to work, processing the text through its specialized model to look for the statistical fingerprints of AI generation. And just like that, the results are in. So let's break down this results screen. On the left, in the main text box, you'll see that parts of the text are now highlighted. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, look over at the AI detection report on the right. This is where you get the high-level summary. As you can see, the tool has identified this text with 100% AI probability. No ambiguity here. Below that though, you'll get a breakdown of the content weightage. You can see a legend that details how many sentences were classified as having a high, moderate, or low likelihood of being AI generated. In this case, most sentences fall into the high and moderate categories. Now looking back at the text on the left, the highlighting will correspond to this legend. Any sentences in yellow will have a low AI likelihood, whilst the ones in orange and red are those that the model is most confident were written by AI. This allows you to visually pinpoint which parts of the text are triggering the detection. One other helpful feature to note in this section at the bottom right is the How do I improve my score section. This provides links to other SciSpace tools that can help you paraphrase, change the tone, or improve the grammar of a text if you're looking to revise a piece of writing that may have been flagged. Now, pasting text is great for short passages, but what about entire documents? SciSpace has you covered here as well with its PDF upload feature. You can see the tab right here next to input text. This is incredibly useful for analyzing essays, reports, or articles without having to copy and paste. The system can handle files up to 100 megabytes and 50 pages in size. I'm going to demonstrate this with a PDF from Datadog about end-to-end observability. Now, this is a corporate white paper, not a scientific one. I'll click Analyze and we'll let it process the document. And here are the results. The report says mostly human, with a low AI probability score. It's determined that almost all of the text was written by humans, with just some hints of AI assistance. This kind of nuanced result is far more useful than a simple yes or no. It reflects how people often work today, perhaps using AI for brainstorming or editing, while the core ideas remain human-driven. So we've seen that SciSpace is excellent at detecting AI-generated text. But for academics, an even more important question is, will it correctly identify my human-written work, especially if it's highly technical? A false positive can be a serious issue, so accuracy here is key. To test this, I'm using a human-written abstract from a scientific paper on the kinematic analysis of barred spiral galaxies. The language is incredibly dense and full of jargon. This is a style that could potentially confuse less specialized detectors. Let's paste it in and see the results. And there you have it. The detector comes back with a result of this text is written by a human. This is, in my opinion, the most impressive feature. It demonstrates that the model is sophisticated enough to understand the nuances of complex, specialized human writing and not misflag it as AI. For any researcher or student, this provides confidence that their original work is going to be recognized correctly. Now, in the world of research, claims are meaningless without data. That's why SciSpace didn't just say that their tool was superior. They've published a detailed benchmarking study to prove it. I'm looking at their results on the official resources page right here. The study was incredibly thorough. They've used a massive evaluation dataset of 4,000 unique samples. These samples were sourced from 4 very different domains, such as research papers, essays, Reuters News, and XSum summaries, to test the performance across a range of writing styles. Furthermore, they've used 5 different cutting-edge AI language models to generate the text, ensuring that the detectors were focused against the tools that people are using today. The results here speak for themselves. Across all text types, SciSpace ranked number 1, with an overall F1 score of 93.2%. The F1 score is a key metric that represents the balance between precision, so how many detections were correct, and recall, how many actual AI-generated texts were found, where a higher score indicates superior and more reliable detection performance. But even more importantly, for the scientific audience, when looking specifically at research papers, it achieved an incredible 96.2% F1 score, significantly outperforming the competition. I'll link to this page in the description of this video so you can explore the data for yourself. Now, finally, let's talk about using this tool responsibly. A powerful tool requires a thoughtful approach. The goal is to foster academic integrity, and that starts with using the detector as part of a fair and transparent process. The single most important guideline is that the detector's output should be used as a screening tool, not as definitive evidence. It is a highly accurate statistical analysis, but it is not infallible. The SciSpace team are transparent about this, noting in their study that the tool has a 7.2% false positive rate on research papers. A false positive is when the tool incorrectly flags human writing as AI generated, and this type of error can carry significant consequences. This is why I will always tell you that a human must be in the loop. If the tool flags a paper with a high AI probability, that should be the beginning of an inquiry, not the end. It's a data point that suggests a closer look is needed. An appropriate process would involve reviewing the flagged text yourself, comparing it to the student's previous work, and then opening a supportive, non-accusatory conversation with the student about their writing process. The results should complement and not replace holistic academic integrity policies. But the SciSpace platform is so much more than just a world-class AI detector. If you're a researcher, you should also know about the SciSpace Agent. It's an AI assistant built exclusively for researchers that can help automate a lot of your research work, from literature reviews to drafting manuscripts. Let me quickly show you 3 of the newest game-changing features that have been added recently. First, one of its most powerful updates is interactive citations. Every single answer that the agent provides comes with clickable citations that let you instantly see the abstract, author details, and other information, ensuring that every claim is backed by a verifiable source. Next, there's the Agent Gallery. This is a library of ready-made agents designed for specific research tasks. So instead of struggling with prompt engineering, you can just find an agent for a systematic literature review. Give it your topic, and then it executes the entire workflow for you. And finally, To help you stay organized, the agent now also allows you to bookmark papers directly from your chat. So when the agent finds relevant papers, you can save them directly to your SciSpace library with a single click and organize them into different collections, making it easy to revisit your key sources at any time. So there you have it. From its powerful, academically focused AI detector to the newest updates for the research agent that streamline your entire workflow, SciSpace is building a truly comprehensive platform for researchers. We've covered how to use the detector with confidence and gotten a glimpse at how the agent can transform your research process. Now it's your turn to try it out. If you want to see a more detailed walkthrough of the SciSpace agent, I've linked to my dedicated video on that in the description below. And when you're ready to get started, be sure to use my special link, which helps support the channel and lets SciSpace know that I sent you. I also have a coupon code for you in the description that offers some great discounts should you decide to purchase. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, be sure to check out the channel. And if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.